What is up, guys and gals and guys? Space Unicorn brings some hot frag action. Today, guys, what we're doing is we're going to be ranking part 2 tier list for all the characters in FRAG Pro Shooter. Today, we're going over these 25 characters. We're going to let you know where they sit between S and fail rank. If I give a character goated rank, that is because it is a personal favorite of mine, not because necessarily they are a great card. S tier cards are your best cards in the game. So, with that being said, since you enjoyed the first one so much, please like the video as it really does help me out. And use creator code Space Unicorn in the item shop. This 10% of my purchase goes to me directly, helps me take care of bills and get ahead on items. Now, with that being said, let's roll out that intro, shall we? What do you guys think? Let's do it.
Zombie apocalypse.
First up on our tier list, we have Mr. Tiger. Poor Mr. Tiger finds himself in a horrible position. Honestly, this is a C rank character. He does a lot of things, but he doesn't really do anything well. And for that reason, he is C rank. He has an okay AI, okay ultimate ability, okay damage, okay fire rate. And honestly, it just kind of adds up to an okay character. Could be better, but honestly, not as bad as you would originally think. Now, the second character that we are going to do is Vandal. Vandal's a tricky one for me to grade. Vandal actually has a pretty good ceiling, which could move her into an A rank character. But because the majority of players do not understand how Vandal's fire mechanic works, she's going to be a B rank character. While she does have a couple very big upsides, she just has a few things that hold her back. And that is an interesting fire mechanic that most people aren't used to, and a little bit of a quirky ultimate ability. That's why she's B rank. Next on the list, we have Hades. Hades is one of the best snipers in FRAG Pro Shooter. That's right, she is a sniper. Don't kid yourself. Now, Hades is going to be B rank. While she does have a really good ultimate ability, the meta just does not favor snipers right now. And that is why she is B rank instead of A rank. While she does have good damage, she's a little slow and can't really do much against a tower. Thus, B rank for Hades. Next on our list, we have Jab. Jab is actually a really good defender, and he's a very solid B tier character. While you could probably make an okay case that if this was a defensive tier list, he'd be an A rank, overall he's going to be a B rank character, even though I understand the people that put him at A. Honestly, he does good damage, has a really good ultimate ability, very pesty, and can handle most cards that come his way, but will struggle against most of the S tiers. Next on the list, we have Roloff. Roloff is actually a very weird card. He's good, but not that good, and it's everywhere. I like this character, I like his beard, but he is a B rank character in FRAG Pro Shooter. Honestly, the ultimate ability is just too tricky to master for most players, and the primary fire has such a limited range that this card is really held in check on all those fronts. There's really just no other way to look at it. Next on the list, we have Valkia. I made a video on Valkia about how making the unbeatable Valkia mode, but Valkia suffers from a lot of the same things Vandal does. You have to be good, not just good, really good in certain areas to get the best value out of this card. While this card is a good card, it's a B rank for almost everybody in the game because it takes so much time to truly master this card. Not just say you master, but to master them. Next on our list, we have Captain Polar. Captain Polar is a sniper and a bad one. Whenever I say bad, it's relative, because if you would have done this 50 characters ago, Captain Polar would be okay. But in the current meta, he's kind of just there. Better than Longshot, so he is a C tier character, but honestly, there's not going to be many people that run Captain Polar. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. Next on our list, the character with a fun name to say, that character is Buck. Why do I say that? Ice Age. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to go watch Ice Age. That's more important. Buck is going to be a C rank character. He just doesn't do enough damage and doesn't have consistent enough firing mechanic to really be of huge advantage to the people playing him. That's why he's a C rank. Honestly, he's not good, he's not bad, he's just kind of there. He's a high C, but a C nonetheless. Oh, next on the list, we have everybody's favorite card to look at, but nobody's favorite card to play. That is Inferno. Inferno is a C tier character. He does okay damage, but he's too slow, has a very weird fire mechanic, an ultimate ability that nobody really understands. They just know it brings another character to the field temporarily. So for that reason, he's a C tier character. As much as I like the design, this card just doesn't have anything special about him to really move him into any tier above C. Next on the list, we have Smoker. Smoker is an epic fail. I know somebody's going to be like, wait, but he does really good tower. No, he doesn't. If you look at it, while the numbers are coming fast, it's 1s and 2s. The damage isn't there, the movement speed isn't there, the ultimate ability ends too fast. This card needs help. Now, he is a fail, but he has the potential to move into C with some minor tweaks, so he's not lost in the fail category like Dan, but he's still a fail character. Next on this, we have Striker. Striker has a huge upside. There is no denying Striker's upside, and honestly, whenever he's played perfectly, he's one of the best cards in the game. But the issue is that most people cannot play him perfectly. This holds him back, but he's still an A rank hero when played even well. So Striker A tier, I understand those that would put him higher. I understand people put him lower, but for me, he's an A tier character. Next on our list, we have the squirrel that tried to take over the world. That is Scout and Nutty. The squirrel turrets rule the world, but this is a C ranked character. The buff they gave him was pretty decent. But it wasn't enough to really move him into that A to B range where we want all the characters to fall. Scout Nutty is just kind of there. He's not good at anything. He does do okay damage. His squirrel turrets are annoying. But honestly, that's about it. Next on our list, we have Cybercop, the long arm of the law. And goated. No, I'm just kidding. He's not goated, guys. But this is a high B rank character. The simple truth with Cybercop is the AI is not smart enough to avoid the Cybercop wall, thus allowing Cybercop to get a lot of kills very, very easily. And honestly, it makes him viable. Honestly, they fixed the primary fire with this card. This card would move into A tier. They just need that primary fire fixed. Next on the list, we have Laika. Laika is a tough one for me because I play this card and it feels like an A rank card, and then I remember that it has a gigantic hitbox and it's tragically slow, and I just can't quite give him A tier. This is a good B tier card though, with a very good ultimate ability and a very easy card to play well. He's just too slow with too big of a hitbox to be truly effective. Next on our list, we have Lord VR. Lord VR is good, and he's good like Striker. He has a very high ceiling, but because his primary fire is better than Striker, I have him at S tier. The damage multiplier, the health increase you get whenever you scan somebody and transform into them temporarily is noticeable and substantial enough that he can tango with just about any card in the frag arena, thus making him an S tier character. I know that's going to surprise people, but trust me, Master VR, you'll understand. Next on our list, we have another sniper, Virus. Virus is very interesting. Virus was competing for the best sniper in the game spot for a while, but she's still a B tier sniper, and that's just because the meta is not sniper oriented. So that's holding her back, that with the fact that she doesn't really do enough damage per hit. She doesn't have that punching factor that a true sniper should have. That's why. Alright, next on our list, we have Prisoner 99. I like this card, and if we were doing a defensive list, this would be an A tier defender. However, this is an overall list, thus meaning this card truly, while you could make a case for A because there's not a lot of good defenders, he's going to be a B tier for most players, but he is a very good B tier. And as I said, A and B tier is where you want all the cards to be. If anything's outside of the A and B tier, honestly, that needs either a nerf or a buff, depending on where it is located. Next up on the list, we have Desperados. Desperados for me is goated. This is one of my favorite cards. This was one of the few cards that I truly took the time to know everything about. There was no one that could beat my Desper at its prime. And honestly, If I wanted to rank him on the S to fail tier, though, he would be a B rank character. But for me, he's a goated because I like him that much. But for all you normal players, B rank. Next on our list, we have Andromeda. Do not kid yourself. Andromeda is a meta card. She is an S tier hero. Her and Darius are almost identical, just different ultimate abilities. Andromeda trades ultimate ability for slightly more damage. Honestly, this card can go against whoever it wants, whenever it wants, and honestly, most of the time it can merge pretty unscathed. Andromeda is definitely an S tier hero, guys. Is what it is. Next on the list, we have Ape Suit. Oh, Ape Suit. You have a minigun, which is cool, but why do you suck so bad? This is a low C tier character. He just doesn't do many things good. Now, it's all kind of interesting and useful, but nobody runs Ape Suit anymore. Frag, fix him, please. Also, fix Dan. Hashtag Dan the man. Next up on the list, we have Shinobi. Shinobi is one of the few cards where the AI plays him better than anybody in the game. This card can be very annoying and get huge plays, but then flip a coin and lose you a match because he teleports on somebody and dies. Shinobi's a C rank character, guys. Honestly, he could be lower. Just every once in a while, it'll do a play that makes you think he's great, and then he'll turn around and do something horrible. Next on the list, we have Medusa. Medusa is an A-ranked character, an A-ranked defensive character, an A-rank overall. Ability to shoot through walls, infinite ammo, an invulnerability special ability. This card with the implants can really be built to cause a lot of problems in the game of Frag. For that reason, Medusa finds herself in the A tier. It's a good spot for her. I'm sorry. Next on, we have Cleo. Cleo would be a goated card for me, but it's just short of goated for me. Why? Now, I want to say this. Cleo, for me, is an A tier hero. I know somebody's going to be like, well, she's B. No, she's A. She has ridiculous movement speed, good damage, ultimate ability that charges super fast. This card's survivability and escapability is through the roof. Trust me, Master Cleo. Next up, we have Vlad. There's not much to say about Vlad. He's a fail. It's much like Longshot. Actually, honestly, he might be worse. Him and Longshot kind of are like, we kind of suck. It's going to take 5 buffs to make us even B tier. Fail. And then finally on our list, we have Quetzal. Quetzal is a character very similar to Dan. She's like the first buff version of Dan. She still needs 2 more to be anything close to relevant, and for that reason, Quetzal finds herself in the fail category. Ultimate ability doesn't make sense. Just the card doesn't make sense as a whole. Anyways, thank you everybody for coming. I hope you all enjoyed. Part 3 will be coming tomorrow. Stay safe, and I will see you Legends next time. Bye-bye.